is the beginning of our new Masterbuilt Century collection. Now, you know, Epiphone has a long, rich history going back all the way to 1873 in Sparta, Greece. We've been making all kinds of amazing acoustic instruments for nearly a century and a half. Let me show you, we've dug back out our roots and we're reclaiming our title as preeminent archtop company for you here. We've been the '1 archtop electric brand for years in the world. But guess what? Did you know these things started out as acoustic guitars, and that's how they were meant to be sounded and played, or played and sound like. Let's start with the Masterbuilt Century Olympic. This is an archtop acoustic electric, or electric acoustic, however you want to say it, but it's electrified. It's a real archtop. This is a floating bridge. This is the way they used to be before those magnetic pickups were put in. And guess what? We now have the technology to make them sound like they're supposed to. They sound acoustic when you play them, and they sound acoustic when you plug them in. And because of the archtop technology going on here, the dynamics of sound are amazing. They're cannons. They all punch through, and they cut through, and they sound amazing. So let me tell you a little bit more about them. All of them have in common this here in the still floating bridge. It's an adjustable floating bridge. Under the saddle, we have a Shadow NanoFlex HD pickup, especially voiced here for the Masterbuilt Century Collection. Now, this is the Olympic. It is, all of the collection, of course, are solid tops. And this bad boy right here is 14.5 inches wide. It's a little smaller. It's a nice little parlor size, keep it by the couch or jam on stage, either one with it. We have straight string pull here on our classic hardware. Notice all the intricate inlay stuff going on here, and it actually says Olympic on it. You'll also notice we replicated our machine head covers from the 1930s perfectly, and with a vintage sheen finish. Got the E on there. They're really cool, and the buttons, they look, again, authentic. But inside is our new 18-to-1 deluxe vintage tuner, the new one like we put on our SG Pro. So it's a better tuner than these guitars ever came with. Now, the Olympic comes, as you see it, in this nice sort of a honey burst, and then we've got the violin burst here with more of a dark burst with black binding. It's actually got black binding, so it's actually quite a bit different. They both come with a tortoise pick guard on the side. You can put it on or leave it off, however you feel. As we move up the collection, I like to refer to as Mama Bear, we've got the Epiphone Xena. This is the Epiphone Masterbuilt Century Zenith. Notice, again, still solid spruce top, all the stuff we just talked about. This one has the round hole, but looky here, flame maple back and sides. Oh yes, and look at that neck, 5-piece neck. Look at that, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes sirree, we're quite proud of them. And of course, you've still got the electronics we talked about. You've got sound hole controls, super convenient. You got a volume, you got a tone, and really good battery access there. You need to put a new battery in or whatever, but Mama Bear also comes as the Zenith Classic. Classic means it's got F holes. And of course, you've got the look, you've got the sound, the F hole punches through really well. The round hole, a little more bottom in, a little more rumble, but they both sound amazing. They're both cannons. Notice that this also, even in the VS, you get under the strong light, has the flame maple back and sides. It's in there. Get a nice light and shine on this thing, and there it is. And again, multi-piece neck and our lovely hardware. Again, now Mama Bear is the Zenith, pardon me. The Masterbuilt Century Zenith is 16 inches wide. Again, the Olympic is 14.5. The Zenith is 16 inches wide. Now, the Zenith comes in both configurations, round hole or the classic F-hole design, and it also comes in both colors that you see here, the vintage sunburst and the vintage natural. Now, we move up to Papa Bear. We have the big boy, the Epiphone Century Masterbuilt Deluxe, DE space LUXE. Notched diamond inlay, The Zenith had the falling snowflake. This has the big notch diamond. And the Deluxe comes with its big bound pickguard mounted. Zenith has a bound pickguard, a little smaller, but it, again, is a la carte. It's on the side. You can put it on if you want to or not. This comes mounted on it. Again, this is 17 inches wide. This is truly a jumbo size. Again, flame maple back and sides, 5-piece neck with multi-piece neck, and all the other things I just told you about with the pickups and the hardware. And here it is in the Deluxe Classic model, where you can see the flame maple back and sides. Multi-piece neck. This is gorgeous. It looks great, but it also sounds great, and it sounds great plugged in. There's no downside. Everybody's going to want one of these, and you don't have to drop 10 grand to get a nice quality, playable archtop acoustic. You can get a brand new one for a whole lot less than what a vintage store would be charging you for an older one. And these are designs that we've made before. We're just bringing our heritage back. And now these acoustic electrics sound like they're supposed to sound. So these are the Masterbuilt Century acoustic electric archtop guitars, all brand new. Check them out.